one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it, because you can.
All right, guys, so Frauditor Troll did a video, and it was a woman narrating, but they did a video about police interactions. I'll put a link to that video in the description box. But I commented on the video, and I said, I disagree. I think you're wrong. And now all of a sudden, everybody's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm going to clarify something. I'm going to nail something down, and you guys might disagree with me, but I'm going to stand my ground because I believe I'm right. And just a disclaimer, I know I dislike frauditors as much as anybody. And when I say frauditor, I'm talking about that person that goes out and does First Amendment auditing for clicks and views. Hey, if I cause some, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. If I cause some calamity here, I can get some views. I'll get a bunch of views. Maybe I'll get my PayPal paid, whatever. Those people, they're not going out there for the right reasons. They're going out to get PayPal or GoFundMe or get a lot of views for their monetization and so forth. And you shouldn't be doing this if you're doing it for views, that's fine. But call yourself an entertainment channel, not a First Amendment activist channel. Because First Amendment activism or Fourth Amendment activism or Second Amendment activism is just that, activism. Means, like for my videos, a lot of my videos, I don't care how many views I get. I don't care how many people see my video or don't see my videos. Just as long as the right people see my videos. Does that make sense? So I'm not really out there looking for views. I'm just out there looking to educate someone or to hold people accountable or to change things in the community, things of that nature. So that said, in the police interaction, I'm talking about just the first police interaction, not the second one in the video below, Frauditor Troll. This concerns the first police interaction that this guy had. So the female officer comes up, and the only thing she can articulate is he's suspicious. You're suspiciously walking around here recording. Well, I'm sorry, but suspicion or being suspicious is not a crime. We got a lot of homeless people that are very suspicious. What's that dude doing? He's homeless. It's not a crime. So being suspicious is not a crime. You might be a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. Doesn't mean it's a crime. It's not a crime to be weird. It's not a crime to be suspicious. So the female officer detains him and then says, I need ID. Whenever a police officer asks you for ID, you give up your ID. And therein is where everybody's saying, when a police officer is investigating and they say, I need your ID, you got to give up your ID. No, you do not. No, you do not. So then the supervisor comes out, and the supervisor says, she's investigating a crime for suspicion of a crime. And he goes, what crime? He goes, well, that's what she's investigating. You going to give ID? No. Well, then you're under arrest. And so that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment of the United States. And everybody's like, oh, no, when a cop is investigating, you have to give your ID. No, you do not. Here's how it works. And then I'm going to finish. This isn't going to be too long. Here's how it works. Somebody calls, hey, man, there's this guy. He's walking around recording. He's doing this. He's looking at people's houses. It really looks suspicious. He might be casing somebody's house. I don't know if he's going to be a burglar or what, but can we have the police come out? So the cops come out. They say, we got a call about you that people think you're acting suspiciously walking through the neighborhood. Okay. You do not have to provide your ID at that point. Suspicion, being suspicious, is not a crime. They have to actually articulate, well, we're investigating suspicion of burglary. You were at this house doing this and that and this and that, right? No. Well, right now we're investigating, a burglary that took place or was about to take place, and we're investigating you for violation of penal code, whatever, for burglary or penal code 242 assault, what have you. See, they have to articulate, we're investigating you for the crime of penal code or California vehicle code or whatever vehicle code in your state. They have to say there's a crime. They can't just keep saying, hey, we're investigating. You're under suspicion of what? Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Well, when you figure it out and you say, now you're being investigated for the crime of burglary, they could probably, there comes a point when they can get your ID. But just because they were called and they come out to investigate does not mean you are required to give your ID. No. You say, hey, when you figure out what's going on, if you think I'm a criminal, I'll give you my ID. But just because you got a call, that don't mean squat. This is still America. This is not 1941 Berlin. Okay? This is not the Soviet Union. This is the United States of America. And we don't have to show our papers to you. Okay? We don't have to give up our ID unless you can say we're investigating you for the crime of. Not, well, we're trying to figure it out. Well, when you figure it out, let me know. That's how it works, guys.